Welcome back, everybody. This is our first basketball game since last Tuesday. Tonight, it's the Chanhassen girls basketball team that are hosting the New Prague Trojans. New Prague coming into this game 1-13 after getting their first win of the season on Tuesday, and the Storm coming in at 6-7 after coming off a win against Buffalo, in which was a back-and-forth game. You know, that was Callan Hake's first game back. And they were down 10 and 15 a few times, but they fought back and eventually caught the dub. And I'm Owen Slindy, joined by Louis Frommel, Ryan Salmons producing, and Noah Slindy on stats. It's a great Friday night for basketball.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch. We haven't seen them in a while. It feels like a while at least, and yeah, I'm excited to see the output they have tonight.
Yeah, and you know, coming down next week's the final week of the regular season, which is crazy. So, like tomorrow, they'll travel to BSM for a matinee game, and then they'll go on Wednesday. They'll head over to St. Michael Albertville, and then Thursday they're in Edina, and then Saturday night they're back here against Jefferson in what should be another easy win for the Storm, as they routed Jefferson pretty handily, and that will wrap up their season and the Metro West competition. Hake coming in averaging 22.5, and you know, Hicks and Arnold on Tuesday night they really stepped up, had 15 each. Hicks had all of her 15 in the second half. But tonight I'd like to see the Storm work on their 1-3-1 trap against a team who they should beat. It should be a good win for them.
Yeah, they've had their success has been on and off with their traps and their kind of half court, full court presses that they've had. But yeah, when it works well, it works very well. So, and it really helps their offense too. So yeah, if they can get that going, should be pretty easy for the Storm tonight.
Yeah, and you know, getting good momentum early. I had an interview with Coach Walsh, and she said, you know, I asked her, how do you finish off the final 6 games strong, and how do you, like, they're all winnable games.
Yeah.
They could win out, and she said, you know, we got to practice how we play with that same mentality. If we're down, you got to battle back through, and you know, that obviously showed against Buffalo, down 10 and 15 late in the second half, but they fought back and won. Again, this is our first time seeing them since last Tuesday, as they had the rest of last Tuesday, or the rest of the week off, and then traveled up to Buffalo. And the boys basketball team is unfortunately out with COVID, so their first game back will be next Friday as they host Edina, and then Saturday they will travel to Minnetonka as they wait for sections. But headlines is the Chaska girls. They're out for the regular season with COVID, and they would have played Hopkins on Thursday. That
would have been a great game.
Yeah, Hopkins the number 1 seed in the state, and Chaska the number 3. Chaska just recently jumped into the ESPN top 25 in the nation, so they're 24th in the nation. So I mean, as District 102, you got to be you just put your name on the list, so that's pretty cool. Anyways, and then you know, let's talk about New Prague. They don't. All of their scoring is pretty much by the number 4 junior Hannah Wedking, with 20. She's averaging 20.5 a game, as they sit at the bottom of Wright County East and at the bottom of Section 1 4A in the standings. But they at the top of that is Farmington, and they're number 2 in the state at 15-0. So, you know, they might be hungry. They're coming off their first win of the season. It might be interesting. They might give Chan a run for their money.
Chan hasn't seen this team since the 2013-2014 season. So
yeah, and Chan
they haven't seen each other in a long time.
Chan leads the all-time series 4-0, and we'll be back for the national anthem.
Storm girls basketball. Tonight's game between your Chanhassen Storm, we host a new member of the Metro West Conference beginning next year. Please welcome the New Prague Trojans. Tonight's game being played under the rules and policies of the Minnesota State High School League. We ask that all players, parents, fans, and officials demonstrate their best sportsmanship at all times. At Chanhassen High School, good sportsmanship is our standard. Thank you. Enjoy tonight's game. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you stand as you are able facing our nation's flag as we remember the valiant men and women who have served our country in defense of our liberties and values. And let us also be mindful of those men and women around the globe today who currently stand watch on those freedoms. Our national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see the starting lineups for tonight's game, beginning with the visitors, the New Prague Trojans, under head coach Eric Speck, assisted by Jeremy Biermeyer, Amy Killian, and Amanda Spica. Leading off, junior captain number 3 is Peyton Morris. Junior co-captain number 4, Anna Waking. Freshman number 10, Annika Ackley. Junior co-captain number 11, Avery Penn. And junior number 14, Ellie Hitchen, your New Prague Trojans. Now let's meet your Chanhassen Storm. Beginning with junior co-captain number 4, Maddie Hicks. Next up, junior number 5, Mackenzie Sapp. Senior co-captain number 10, Ella Braston. Junior co-captain number 14, Alan Fake. And junior number 40, Macy Sweetser. All under the leadership of head coach Gail Walsh, assisted by Haley Hughes, your Chanhassen Storm. The officials have signed the tonight's contest by the Minnesota State High School League, Ann Nearing, Joe Guidarelli, and Kevin Lindsay. Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome back, everybody, to Chanhassen High School Arena. Tonight's parent night. So during introductions of the starting lineups, they held up posters saying, "Thank you, parents," or "Thank you, Storm parents. We love you." So again, thanks to all the parents out there supporting their players. And as Denny said, New Prague is coming into the Metro West next year, along with Wilconius. So little more conference, or adding to the conference to make it 8. I think there's another team in there. I can't remember it off the top of my head. It's either going to be 8 or 9 in the Metro West. Sweetser taking the tip off. It's Sweetser, Sapp, Brasted, Hicks, and Hake. And Louis, this lineup has worked well together all season.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm surprised not to see Arnold in there, but yeah, like you said, this lineup works well, just as well. So should be good to see.
And Arnold's coming off a 15-point performance, so I'm sure we'll see plenty of her tonight too. The 3 ball by Hatlevig, no good. And right away, Storm get possession. So 4 juniors and a freshman as starters for the New Prague Trojans. Hake has it off the inbound. She drives, goes up,
Oh,
just rolls out.
unlucky.
Would have liked to get that one going. Wedeking drives, Off of Hicks' foot, looks like they're calling it, so it will remain Trojans ball. Wedeking under her own basket. Finds Hennon. Out to Hatlevig, and Hatlevig travels. Turnover, the Trojans. Storm ball. The Trojans are coming out with the press right away.
Yeah, they're going to need a good press break right now. And they got to be good at finishing the fast breaks, and because they're going to have to move fast to break the press, so they're going to have to make sure they hit their layups.
Hake, the three. Just short. Defensive rebound. Breasted. She goes up. No good. And it will remain Storm's ball. So a good look from Hake. She cannot connect. Starting 0 for 2 tonight. Still maybe trying to get into that groove after missing 2 games. Hicks drives, draws contact in a late call.
Very late.
And Hicks will shoot 2. You don't usually see a call, especially that late. Like Prague was already going up the floor. Hicks now shooting 2. She makes her first. That foul was on Avery Hennon, her first, team's first. Hicks makes her second. Man, she's been money from the line all season.
Yeah, she's a very good free throw shooter.
We'll see how their 1-3-1 trap goes here tonight. Great tip there by Sweetster. Brasted now moving in transition to Hake. She drives back to Brasted. Jumper. No good. Offensive board, Sweetster. She gets it stripped away from her. And Hatlevig going up the court. Wedeking back to Hatlevig to Morris. To Hintgen. And Wedeking drives and will draw the foul. She'll shoot 2. And Sapp is called for the first foul. Sorry, she won't shoot 2. That call was on the floor. I guess it kind of makes sense if she was driving.
She didn't put the ball up.
The drive by Hatlevig and the bucket's good.
I like to see Bradstead get the inbound quick and pass it in fast before they can get their press set up.
Hake driving out to Sweetster, pump fake. Back out to Hake, she drives. Gets it to Brasted. Back up top to Hake. The 3. Bang! Hake starts her night after coming off a 20-point performance against Buffalo. Great find there by Brasted. Layup no good. Offensive rebound by Hatlevig. Pull-up jumper by Hintgen. No good. Defensive rebound Hake. She's now moving in transition. Gets it poked away.
Wow. She took a pretty good hit right there.
Looked like a lot of contact there, but no call. Hicks to inbound. Under Storm's hoop. Brasted now. Out to Hicks. To Hake. The deep 3 ball. Bang!
She's going to start off hot. She is starting off hot.
And again, it's the Hake-Hicks duo once again.
New Prague is struggling with the trap that the Storm have set up right now.
Jumper by Hintgen, no good. Defensive rebound, Sapp. Hicks drives. Layup, no good. No call. She fell to the floor pretty hard. And now Wedeking. Jumper. Reverse layup. Does not go. Another offensive
Got
board.
a rebound.
And it remains New Prague ball.
Do not want to be giving him offensive rebounds.
Arnold checks in for Sapp for the Storm.
For Chanhassen, number 1, Lauren Arnold now on the line, replacing Hicks.
Good tip of the pass.
I don't know.
Sweetser comes up with the defensive board. That was hard off the glass
I'm not
by
sure if that was
Wedeking.
tipped or.
Hicks now slows it down, calling on a play. So Arnold coming off of a career high. We'll see how she responds to that tonight. Hake fakes the 3. She's working against Hintgen. She goes up and one.
What a hot start to her game.
Hake already with 8. Looking for 9 already. Not even 5 minutes into this game. Hake makes her first, or and one, I guess.
Three straight 3-point plays for Haig to start the game.
Three ball by Wedeking, no good. Defensive rebound, Arnold. She lost her dribble, had to play it up to Brasted. Hicks now drives, lays it off to Brasted. Floater, no good. Looks like it was tipped, and New Prague will regain possession. Wedeking to Morris. Back to Wedeking. Good trap by the Storm. Finger roll layup, no good.
Great rebound by Sweetser.
Another board by Sweetser.
She's basically boxing out 2 players right there. Still got it.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of production on the boards by Sweetser this year, which is what the Storm have needed with that big body down there.
Yeah.
And New Prague's a smaller team, so Storm definitely have the size advantage tonight. Hicks plays it off to Hake. Hake drives, steps back, 3.
Oh my goodness!
4 3-point plays,
Filthy.
and she's at 12 already.
Yeah, before this game started, we were talking. We thought her career high of 36. We thought she could hit that tonight, or more.
Finger roll layup, good. 14. The only other player with the 2 points.
Yeah.
Hicks. So Hicks just taking control of this game.
And New Prague cannot hit a shot right now.
Arnold plays it to Brasted. To Hake for 3.
Oh,
just
my gosh.
rims out.
That would have had this gym going crazy.
For sure, especially on parent night, and a carry, so another turnover by New Prague. They're 5th of the night already.
Just all the momentum going Storm's way right now.
Lauby checks in for the first time tonight for Brasted. Gives New Prague a chance to set up their press. Storm don't have a problem breaking it. I should say Hicks has no
Found
problem.
her. Oh, I'm surprised she didn't take that.
Good ball movement. Hicks not able to get the 3 to fall, but it will remain Storm's ball as Linder checks in for Sweetser. Linder has been a surprise to us, the sophomore coming up. She played JV for part of the season and has been getting more time when Sweetser needs a break. Hake pull up, no good. Lauby with the offensive board, but she travels. Looked like she had to drag the defenders, but it's a travel. Wedeking to Morris. Back to Wedeking. Great defense there by Arnold. Read that like a book.
That's what they've been doing all game. They've been jumping passes very well.
Yeah, they're just reading those cut passes. Lauby to Hicks. Arnold drives. Hake for three. Short. Defensive board, Morris. Hake's starting to cool down a little bit.
She just needs one to get going.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't, this cold streak, I wouldn't even call it really a streak, but I'm sure it won't last very long.
Yeah.
As she gets the defensive board off another miss.
You got to take a couple heat checks.
Hicks misses her layup, and New Prague tips it out of bounds. And Hicks checks out, and Sapp checks in. Sapp coming off a 9-point performance against Buffalo, one of her better games this season.
Good find.
Lalby goes up, she gets fouled. She'll shoot two.
Also number 31, Samantha Kopic, that's her first personal foul. Taylor Lalby at the line shooting two.
Lalby makes her first, making it a 15-point lead. And now a 16-point game. So Lalby and Hicks both with 2, and then Hake with 14. Corner 3, short, defensive rebound, Lalby. Arnold now gets it poked away. Looked like a lucky poke there from Morris. And a stuff by Lalby. Hake plays it off to Sapp.
Holding her.
And a hold on Hatlevig. Storm have not fouled, or they fouled once, but other than that, they've been playing pretty good defense.
Which I like to see.
Cutting those passes. Hake for 3. Just off the back iron. So she was just short, and now she's just a little long. So still trying to find that sweet spot. Wedeking goes up, no good. Hake defensive board. Plays it up to Lalby. She goes up, no good, gets her own miss, and then gets fouled. So Storm have had all the momentum right now. Hopefully they can finish off the game with it, and then they're going to need it against BSM tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully they can keep this up tomorrow, like you said, and this is, right now, New Prague is picking up a lot of fouls trying to guard this Storm offense, so that could hurt them later in this half.
Lalby makes her first. Sawyer and Hicks check in for Arnold and Hake. Storm perfect from the line tonight. Good steal there by Sawyer, and a reach and foul by Wedeking.
They're picking them up quick.
Yep, New Prague already at 6. Just 9 minutes into this game. Or not quite 9 minutes, I guess. But this already has been a very fun game, especially for the parents to watch and all you viewers at home. Hicks for 3. Bang! Gets pushed out at the end, but
good shot.
Good find there by Sawyer. Wedeking gets trapped in the corner. You know, I'd like to see them force that trap a little more. As later into the playoffs, they'll play better teams, and you need that trap a little more. But so far, it's working well tonight.
I like that no call.
Sap going up,
Oh.
and she gets blocked hard by Hintgen, and Sap will go to the line for 2.
I'm surprised they gave her the foul there.
Looks like Sap kind of waited on that one.
That's what I was going to say. She kind of went slow, like when she got the ball, when she had the open court. I guess she thought they were farther behind than they actually were.
So Storm will be in the bonus now for the rest of the first. Still perfect from the line for the Storm tonight. New Prague just working the ball around. The 3 ball, no good. And a steal by Hicks, as the Trojans were kind of flailing all over the place. Hicks tried to find Laube, goes through the hands, and a turnover by Laube. Hennen. Now Hintgen. And a foul's called. Didn't see much at all there, and Hakes, so that is on Sap. And Hake, Sweetser, and Brasted will check in for Laube, Linder, and Sawyer.
One thing that I do notice with the trap that they're running is that usually when New Prague gets a shot up, they're kind of out of position because they're kind of chasing the ball to set up the trap. And when they actually do get the shot up, there's usually only like 1 Storm player compared to 2 New Prague players. So
the 3 ball by Lenneking, and she gets her first points of the night.
So I'd like to see them put in a strategy to try and get the more people down in the paint when they actually do get the shot up.
Now the Trojans moving in transition, no good. Defensive rebound, Hake. New Prague's pretty physical. Hake to Brasted, to Hicks. Finds Arnold in the corner. Arnold does a little quick pump fake. Didn't really even let the defender to come to her.
I thought she was pretty open. I'm surprised she didn't take that.
But she'll go to the line for 2. Arnold makes her first.
Hake's also got 4 rebounds right now, so compared with her 14 points to go with, so pretty complete night so far.
Yep. And Arnold drills her second.
Still perfect.
Still perfect. So like right there, I wish I would like them to use the out of bounds to their advantage.
Yeah.
As the 3 ball goes long, defensive rebound Arnold. She turns it over, and then Morris draws the foul on Arnold. You know, because then it's a 4-on-1 using the two out of bounds, or a 3-on-1 if you're just using the side. I think that's the next step to their trap. Morris makes her first. Sawyer checks in for Arnold. Morris makes her second. 20-point lead now for the Storm. Good break there by the Storm. Sawyer for 3. No good. And another tipped ball out of bounds by New Prague. So Hicks will inbound from the baseline. So if anything, the Storm haven't been getting a ton of offensive boards, but they've been getting those second looks anyways, because New Prague just tips them right out of bounds as Brasted gets the feed from Hicks.
I like the inbound plays that they've had tonight. They've gotten good looks in the paint.
Good steal there by Sawyer. Hicks now moving in transition. Layup. Good.
Good finish.
Another assist by Sawyer. Shot no good. Another defensive rebound by Hake.
Oh, wow.
She's moving. Lefty layup. Good. Coast to coast.
Takes a lot of skill to go through a defense like that. Just that smooth.
Well, and I think we need to harp on how good this defense has looked.
Yeah, I know.
You know, and they have the energy too tonight.
The way that they've been jumping these passing lanes has been very good to see.
And Hake will shoot 2 after a reach-in on Hinchin.
But when you're moving that fast, carving through a defense, it's not easy to like stay composed and like slow down and then still be able to finish. So that's a great finish by Callan Hake right there.
Murray now checks in for Brasted for the Storm. So Murray getting her first check-in for the night. You know, maybe later on to this game, maybe second period as Hake makes her or second half, I guess, we might see some JV teams or JV players coming in. Hake makes her second. Still perfect from the line for the.
That's helped.
You gotta expect, even like so far, as Wedeking drills another 3. If you're Coach Kayla Walsh, you got to be happy with how your team's playing. As Murray just misses, Sweetser gets the offensive board. Plays it up to Hake. Just Sawyer. Sawyer drives, gets fouled.
Another foul.
So New Prague's at 10.
Double bonus.
Double bonus for now 6 minutes. But if you're Coach Kayla Walsh, you got to be happy with how your team's playing right now.
Little to no flaws.
Sawyer makes her first. And second, still perfect.
It is very impressive for a high school basketball team to make all their free throws. You don't see that too often.
Yeah, I mean, we'll give you guys stats at the end of the game, but they've shot a lot of free throws.
Like, I would guess like 12 for 12.
Yeah, about that. Good feed from Hake to Hicks. The duo right there. We'll see if Hake kind of has like a night like Maxwell Woods did against Kennedy, where Woods had 20, I think it was 28 or 24 with 8 assists and 10 boards or something, almost a double or almost a triple double. 3-ball by Hicks does not fall. Defensive rebound by Morrison. Foul called on Murray. But other than that play where Murray didn't really need to be reaching in. Other than that, it's been clean for the Storm and how they've been playing. As Linder checks in for Sweetster. As Sawyer forces the Trojans to step out of bounds. So another great defensive play.
They go to the right almost every single time, and they get really tight to that line over there.
Great handoff there by Murray.
Oh.
Hake just can't get it to fall.
Yeah.
And a foul on Hake on the other end. Man, would that have been a good play? You know, Murray on the corner and just hands it off to Hake.
At the line shooting 2 is Brielle Varner.
So right now Hake is on pace to tie her career record, which she set in 2019 against Mount Westaka. Hicks gets fouled hard, and she'll shoot 2 at the line now.
A lot of fouls.
Very, very chippy game.
First miss of the game.
You know, but 14 minutes into the game and you've shot this many free throws.
That's a good run.
This is both. Linder gets
Rebound.
the board.
Another good
No
rebound.
good. Murray gets the board. No good.
Another good rebound.
Hicks gets the board.
There you go.
Finally gets it to drop. Good boxing out there by the Storm to go up 30 now. I believe this is one of their largest leads all season,
Yeah, it's got to be.
if not the largest, and they've been playing great tonight.
I don't know when running time starts, but I would assume it's right around the 30-point mark would be my guess.
I know in youth sports it's 20, so.
Yeah.
Hicks, corner three, no good. Loose ball, and they'll call the tie-up, alternating possession in favor of the Storm.
Coach Walsh wanted a timeout way before that jump ball was called. They didn't give it to her.
She was pretty much at the scores
Yeah.
table, like right next to the ref. Don't know how he didn't hear her, and he like waited for a while until they really got it, until it was really a tie-up. Hicks finds Hake. Hake wanted that three.
Yeah. Surprised she didn't take it.
Hicks now. Hake, three. Good!
You give her
Hey.
too much room on the perimeter.
Hake to Hicks, or Hicks to Hake. Hicks with 4 assists. 11 points, 4 assists. Bringing that defensive energy. Almost tipped it. I guess the bank is open. As
We take all her points off of 3-pointers. 9 points, 3 3-pointers. Wow.
Hake
Oh,
finds Murray, gets stuffed.
good block, but what a find.
What
by
a
Count
find.
Hake.
What a pass.
That was on a line.
Trojans just working their way around the perimeter. They throw it out of bounds. Lauby and Clausen will check in for the Storm. Clausen getting her moment. Doesn't get a ton of playing time, and I mean when you're up 30,
Yeah, why not?
why not? And you can tell she's the team likes her. They all cheered when they brought her in.
Oh.
Hake,
Oh.
step back three,
Oh.
no good. Almost made Langenberg fall.
Yeah, stumble.
She was stumbling pretty hard there. As Wiedeking is not
Hit that
getting,
top. Yeah.
and then Langenberg, her shot hit the little bar.
I'd like to see Hake on ISO because that was a simple step back that she got her stumbling on.
So our producer Ryan Salmons just looked up when does running time start, and it's at 35.
35.
So we'll keep an eye on that. If they don't, that'd be a little odd. But that's according to the MSHSL. So
And that would be first half too. That's not just second half.
I believe it's just 30 points and 35 points in
Okay.
total. Because I know sometimes they have a limit if it's or a rule if it's either first half or second half. Or when there's less than 9 minutes to play and it's
Okay.
that
Either half.
the-
Got
yeah.
it.
Sawyer draws her first foul, team 6th. So Storm starting to pick up a little more of those fouls in this later in the first half. Clausen on the defensive rebound.
The bench just got excited when she got the rebound. So yeah, they definitely like her.
Hake, deep three. No good. And another tips ball out of bounds by Wiedeking. So, don't know how or why New Prague just can't get a defensive board. Lauby on the inbounds. Finds Clausen to Sawyer. Back to Hake. She finds Clausen. to Sawyer.
Taking their time.
Sawyer's layup no good. Offensive board. Lauby, her putback no good. And the jump ball, alternating possession for New Prague. Good passing by the Trojans right now. Looks like the Storm are back to a 2-3. If they're in a zone, it looks kind of in between a 2-3 and a 1-3-1. So not quite sure. And the foul's called on Langenberg. So now Brasted will
double bonus.
Now Brasted will shoot 2. Good. It was a good no jump ball call, because Langenberg definitely came in there late. Brasted makes her first as Arnold checks in for Hake. And Brasted drills her second, so other than Hicks' 2 misses, Storm are perfect. Good ball movement by the Trojans. 3 ball no good, defensive board Brasted. She plays it up to Clausen. Back to Brasted, jumper, no good. Defensive board Lauby. And the jump ball call. Chan gets the ball, but with 34 seconds remaining in the second half.
I wonder if they can hit 50 in the first half.
With 34 seconds, I mean that's still a lot of time. It's possible.
Oh,
Sawyer with the Euro step and the finger roll.
She's wearing 30. That looks like Steph Curry right there.
And then she pokes it away. Plays it up to Lauby.
Oh, that was a travel.
And the travel on Lauby. Looks like she ran into a few defenders. 15 seconds remaining. Looks like Trojans will hold for the last shot, so does not look like Storm will get the 50 bomb in the first half. And the 3 ball at the end, no good, falls short. Storm up 48-14. Louis, what are you liking so far for the Storm?
That was excellence right there. That was the perfect half, perfect basketball half. The offense was fantastic, defense was fantastic. The only thing that I would change is maybe they could rebound a little bit better, but even the rebound is still perfectly fine. It's not like that's a huge problem. It could be a little bit better, but other than that, perfect.
Yeah, and I've said earlier that I'd like the 1-3-1 trap could use a little bit of work, and that's working beautifully. And Coach Walsh emphasized that she wanted to work on that and try to get that better. When I interviewed her last week, and that definitely has worked, and we can see that tonight. But it'll be interesting. Tomorrow they go to BSM, and it'll be interesting to see how they match up against the Red Knights after they beat.
If they finish this game like this, like their first half, I mean, they're going to be a hard team to beat tomorrow.
Yeah, and BSM only lost by 1, and Olsen was pretty much the whole team. And the Storm were a little bit shaky on the defense, but they've definitely grown. And I think you can agree with that.
Yeah, definitely.
And they've been playing better, and if they have all the momentum right now. And we'll be back in about 8 minutes for the second half. Want to say a little quick thank you, though, to the Storm Booster Club for sponsoring tonight's game. The shop is open, or the store is open, Wednesdays from 3 to 5, Saturdays 10 to noon, and the online store is open 24/7. So go get your Storm gear. Again, thanks to the Booster Club for sponsoring tonight's Starters for the Storm: Brasted, Sweetster, Sapp, Hicks, and Hake. As this is their second to last home game. Like I said earlier, they play 3 road games before hosting Jefferson next Saturday. And out of bounds, Storm ball. Brasted. Hicks to Sapp in the corner. Just short. Would have gotten the ball rolling for Mackenzie Sapp. Sorry about that. Had some technical difficulties. Hatlevig with the corner 3 for the Trojans. And then Brasted comes down with the layup for the Storm. Hennon to Morris. Back to Hennon. Back to Morris. The 3. No good. Just too strong off the backboard. Wedeking gets her lefty layup, almost a hook shot to drop. Hicks now kicks it out to Hake. 3 ball. No good, just too strong. Wedeking now to Hintgen. And the foul's called on Sweetster, I believe. Yep, Sweetster on a push on the floor. So New Prague will inbound it under their own hoop. Good move there by Hintgen to score the bucket. Hicks now, running point for the Storm. She hands it off to Sapp, who gets it to Hake. Down to Sweetster. Back out to Hicks, corner 3. Just too strong. Another defensive rebound by the Trojans. Pump fake by...
Storm haven't come out as strong on defense this second half.
Yep. And with that, Coach Kayla Walsh calls the timeout because they haven't had the momentum that they had in the first half. You know, their defense came out strong. They've been capitalizing on what they needed to work on. So I think that's what she needs. What she's going to talk to them. We'll be back in 45 seconds. The layup, good, and 1. Just like that.
Hopefully that can get some of their momentum back.
And you would like to think that You know, we've seen all season Hicks is the ultimate hype beast for the Chan Storm. And that right there proved it. You know, she's fired up when
she does well, and she's taking those charges like that. Yeah, it really gets the team excited.
Yeah, when she gets fired up, the whole team gets fired up, along with Sap after like either a big three or a big shot, or you know, I think this group just has fun together. And the body call on Hinjen, as Brassa was trying to get around her. And so New Prague still bringing the press. Sap to Sweetser for three. Bang!
And same thing we were talking about Hicks. Sweetser really gets the team excited too.
Yep.
She doesn't often shoot threes, so.
And you could definitely tell the Storm just got, or the bench actually just got pretty excited there. As the three ball, no good. Defensive rebound, Hicks. Good board there by Hicks. She has 3 on the night, 4 assists to go with her 14 points. So she's having a pretty good night for herself.
Yeah.
And she's coming off a 15-point night, and then she has you'd think that she's going to try to go for her season high, which is 17. She has that twice, and then maybe even her career high, which is 19. So and just a reminder that on tomorrow, actually, Ryan and I will be in Victoria as the Storm host Mound West Tonka for boys hockey at a 3 p.m. start date. And then on Monday, boys hockey again in Victoria against Hopkins. Hicks now running point for the Storm. Hake, step back three, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Sweetster as Arnold and Lauby check in for Sap and Brasta. Three, no good. Defensive board. It was kind of Arnold and Sweetster there.
Yeah,
Arnold.
I'll say New Prague has done a better job at passing through this trap, because I think that's how you have to beat the Storm's trap right now, is to pass through, and they've done a better job of that this half.
Yeah, their ball movement's been good. So Wiedeking has 2, and the Trojans have 3 this half. Arnold for 3, no good. She only has 2 on the night, coming off a career high of 15. Those 2 being free throws. And a foul's called. Looked like it was either Sweetser or Lauby on the reach-in. And they're going to get Lauby for it. Her first, team second. Pump fake. Down low. Taken away by Arnold. She gets it to Hicks. Finds Lauby down low. Layup, good. Another assist by Hicks. Yeah, it was a good post move by Lauby there. And the charge on Wiedeking, that'll get her a Gatorade as they've done all season.
Yeah.
And I also think that's why the bench gets pretty hyped for that, because you love to see your teammates draw those fouls and get excited about that, and then it brings more excitement to like practices.
It's something small that can get the team to want to take charges like that.
Something small that.
It's kind of an incentive. Yeah.
Yeah, an incentive. Yeah. Hake running point.
Oh.
She passes it to Lauby. Down low to Linder. Sorry about that sound cutout. Hopefully we got it under control now. As a foul was on New Prague on Avery Hennon. Hake drives, and she'll get called for the foul. She was like triple teamed, and
Yeah, they gave her a pretty good body down there.
we've seen a little less of this 1-3-1 trap in the corner this half, but still playing good defense. And and the foul was called on Linder, but Coach Kayla Walsh, she's been harping on defense, especially as a first-year head coach. Making your defense is a good thing, and then she said points will follow after. So I think especially getting like tonight, this is a good look for us. They've really been working hard in practice for it, and like later in the season, in the postseason playoffs, this might actually pay off. And as Arnold drives, she gets fouled, so she'll shoot two. But the improvement that we've seen over the season from the defense, it's been great.
Yeah, the more your defense improves, the better your offense is gonna be, because it's gonna make everything easier.
Arnold misses her first off the back rim. And makes her second. Hicks now checking in for Hake. I wonder if Hake's done for the night, or
we'll see.
Or she'll come back.
I mean, New Prague can still go on a run, so
yeah.
I don't think you want to bench her for the whole game.
And Mensing goes up. She draws the foul, so she will shoot two now. Fouls on Linder, her second, team's fourth. And it looks like Murray will check in for Linder. Mensing misses her first. Yep, and Murray does check in for Linder. And Mensing makes her second. Hicks to Murray. They tried that little handoff that Murray did to Hake, but Hicks couldn't hold on to it. And Arnold. And they called a jump ball.
Good hustle by Arnold.
Yeah, great hustle. Looks like Coach Walsh wanted a timeout, and
that's the second time this game.
Yeah, and I'm not quite sure how that could have been a jump ball, as New Prague was on top of Arnold, but the ref had maybe a different angle than us. You never know.
Sure.
Hicks now driving out to Arnold. She drives.
Oh.
Layup rebound. No good. Good rebound by Lauby. Bucket drops. Lauby's been having a good night. 8 points. She's only averaging 4.5. So, the senior's starting to. And she had a good game against BSM, and this is one of the other ones. New Prague just working their way around. 3 ball, no good. Ball hit the out of bounds line, so it will be Storm's ball. Hicks calling out a play. She drives, kicks it out to Sawyer for 3. No good. Just too strong. Offensive rebound by Arnold. She finds Hicks. The 3. No good.
Good rebound.
Offensive rebound by Murray. And a jump ball, alternating possession, goes to New Prague. great offensive boards there for the Storm. Like you said, you like to see maybe some more rebounds in the second half, and I think they've done that. And that's another thing that Coach Walsh wanted to harp on. Great steal there by Arnold. She's been the defensive.
Oh, wow.
Great pass, too. Yeah. And the foul.
The and one.
Another late call. We've seen 2 of those tonight.
That was a late call.
I was not expecting that at all. But Arnold has been great on defense all year.
That was an excellent pass.
You know, as a freshman, she plays like a veteran on defense. Like she knows what she's doing, and she's been a great addition to the team.
Yeah.
And Hicks makes her first. And I don't know why she got 2 there.
Oh, did they give her 2?
Maybe they called it on the floor?
Oh, maybe.
I think they might have called it on the floor.
Should be surprising because the whistle came way after she made the shot.
And it didn't look like it was going to be a 1-and-1, so I don't know what the call was there. But
interesting.
Whatever the call was, it was a great find by Arnold.
Because if that was a call that happened before the shot, then that was an extremely late call.
Yeah. But Hicks is at 17, so ties her season high, and she's had 17 3 times. Lowy makes her first. Hake, Brasted, and Sapp check in for Sawyer, Arnold, and Murray. And Sweetser will now check in for Lauby, assuming Lauby makes this next free throw. And Lauby does, putting her total at 10 tonight, so again ties her career or season high and career high. So again, congrats to Taylor Lauby. And she's been a force on the boards all season for the Storm, offensive and defense. Kind of like I'd say like a Mike Shea for the boys team. And the jumper, good. Hake driving, open lane, and good.
Excellent drive.
Hake now at 23. Timeout taken by New Prague. We'll be back in a minute. New Prague coming out of their timeout. They'll have the ball under their own hoop. Inbound to Hintgen. It looks like Coach Walsh already bringing in a new rotation, so Storm need to get out of this.
Yeah, they need
to cross half court.
smart pass by Count Hake. Is going to get close there.
Hake from Clausen. Hake drives. Finds a cutting Brasted. Nice find. Brasted gets tripped up. And the bucket no good. Good job on defense there by Brasted. Hake drives. Layup. No good. Other than those missed shots, Hake has had a good night. Defensively with those boards, offensively. Like she has missed the shots that like you think are gonna go in. Like the first one, it kind of like toilet bowled out. But you know, like this is why she's going to Nebraska after her senior year. Hake to Sapp, to Sweetster, to Clausen. Clausen drives, layup, no good. I think the bench would have gone crazy if that went in. You know, when she just got subbed in, they were cheering, and imagine if she scored a bucket. And Sweetster will get called for a foul on the reach-in. So Wedeking will shoot 2. And so Laube, Linder, Sawyer, and Murray check in for Hake, Sapp, Brasted, and Sweetster. And I think starters are done for the night now.
Likely.
You know, because they got back-to-back games, so I'm sure Coach Walsh wants to save their energy. Next 2 games for New Prague. They're at Hutchinson and then host Delano. 3-ball by Clausen, no good. Murray offensive board, no good. And the defensive board by New Prague, and Murray takes it right away. Sawyer to Clausen, the jumper, no good. Murray on the offensive board. She gets fouled. She will shoot 2 now. So
Murray's had some good rebounding tonight.
Yeah. Murray makes her first. And Kate Drury checking in for the first time tonight for Sawyer. And Soybert. Soybert checking in for Laube. And Kurzol now checking in for Linder.
Good drive and finish by New Prague.
Soybert to Clausen. She drives, layup, no good. She get fouled, so she'll have 2 chances to get her first points of the night.
And you know the bench will like that if she gets them.
Oh yeah. That was Morris on the foul. Her first of the night. Team's 9th. And we've been waiting for that. And Denny Laufenberger, the PA, just laughs because as Jacobs checks in for Murray for the Storm.
Got both of them.
Got both of them. And Jacobs gets called for the body foul.
That was a pretty good behind the back move by Morris.
Yeah. Morris gets her first. And her second to drop. So we got a freshman, a sophomore, 2 juniors, and a senior out on the floor for the Storm. Great find there by Clausen to Kurzol as Kurzol gets her first varsity points. Ball thrown away. And Storm will regain possession. So Clausen, Drury, and Jacobs check out. For Moss, Garkey, and Tolberg. Moss to Garkey for 3, no good. Defensive board, Moss. Back to Garkey. Berg for 3, no good.
Storm bench really wants them to make one of these.
Yeah. Berg will go to the line for 2. Yeah, all these players being JV, you know, the varsity has their back. They're hyping them up.
They are doing running clock. Is that on purpose or? I'm not sure. Oh, now they stopped it.
Yeah, now they stopped it.
So I don't
Berg makes her first.
Might have been a mistake.
And makes her second. And Kurzol gets called for the body. So Hennon will shoot 2. Hennon makes her first. And second. And that'll be it, folks. Your Storm win against the New Prague Trojans 76-40 in a great game for the Storm. You know, really showing off what they, you know, 28 for 31.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Yeah,
you know, a high school team from the free throw line.
Yeah, and man, they are happy, you know.
Yeah.
You know, this was a good win, and you know, playing again tomorrow. So you know they have momentum. They're going to bring that into Benilde. And as the players wave to their parents, they got the dub on parent night, and now they move to 500 as they are still chasing for that number 3 spot in the Metro West Conference, which I think is totally doable.
They've got the momentum right now.
They've got the momentum. If they win out, they totally could. Give us your final thoughts, Louis.
Yeah, it was a good performance from the Storm, like I was said at halftime. Yeah, I'm interested to see how they'll continue tomorrow, if it'll be similar.
Yeah, again, I'm Owen Slindy, joined by Louis Fromelt, Ryan Salmons on production, and Noah Slindy on stats. Again, one more shout out to Storm Booster Club for sponsoring tonight's game. They're open. The store's open Wednesdays 3 to 5, Saturdays 10 to noon, and the online shop open 24/7. Go support your Storm and go get you some gear. You know, if you're Kayla Walsh, you got to be happy with this win. You know, showing what you worked on.
But I think you're telling them to continue it tomorrow for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know,
don't get too satisfied.
Nope, never satisfied.
Yeah.
Keep bringing the hype. All right, that'll do for all here. I'm Owen Slindy. Good night.